Yo, so it's Martin here, shooting a video short about meditation. So the mind is the space, a room really, or an aquarium. When you start to look for it, you can see that thought comes in and out, and if you disown thoughts, they go away. And thoughts that has belief is thoughts that have nutrients. So stop believing in thoughts, disown them. Emotions, they come and go, come and go. Don't try to own them, don't try to resist them, accept them. Just watch the aquarium. If you do that for a while, something will change inside of you. Anyhow, this is Martin saying goodbye. Yeah, hello boys and girls, this is Roman here. I'm gonna shoot a vlog here today about your life as a journey through a metaphor of a river delta. So imagine your body being a canoe, you the canoer being consciousness, following the tides of a river delta. The river delta being a metaphor for your life, not a situation because it's flowing, and the current then in the river is time. And you as a canoer just following the water down, drifting basically, using a paddle to adjust course, or sometimes do a heavy maneuver, course adjustments. But the thing here is the river is not yours. In the current context, you, the canoe and the canoer, is the river's. Okay? You have to surrender to it in order to get anywhere at all, basically. And that was all I essentially wanted to tell here, that don't try to struggle against time or life or anything. Just accept it and let life own you, but not the set variables in the now, simply. Anyhow, this is your American Soul Roman saying goodbye. Hi, so it was a while ago. Yeah, I have finally come back to the state where I was, I guess before I got poisoned, but I think I was in this state for at least a while, around where I went to Jeff's hot seat. But now I'm back, yeah. So, in honor of this moment, I want to shoot a video, and let's do that about who you are, your consciousness, the one who has the ability to observe thoughts and feelings and such things. That is consciousness, simply put. It can also be seen as something else that has the role of the gamer. Now, for it to become the role of the gamer, first you have to assert that the gamer is what's not and who's not. But you also have to kill the character, and that is by identify that the same way as you do with the gamer. Now, you're given an identity from birth. It's tied to your first name and surname and last name. And what you need to do then is simply go, Daniel is the one who's not, and what's not. Or the same with your own name. And then you, the gamer, is the one who is in control. There seems to be a tie here to society as well, with identity, that is numbers, like your personal security number, address, your parents, your civil status, and other things. But that is not who you are. You need to know that. Anyhow, this is Martrim saying goodbye.
Yeah, hello. So it's I, Martin. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a bit about a subject I'm currently developing. It's finding a balance and hierarchy in body, mind, and spirituality. Basically, that being the tools you have gathered through what I teach, and consciousness, soul, or God. The hierarchy, as it works, is that the soul stands above the body and the mind and spirit. And that is how it's gonna be, or how it has to be. But for it to be, you have to say, I give me, or myself, to God. I, the I. And I give the mind to the I, the soul, the God. And then, here, a silence will break out. That silence is the silent knowing, as Eckhart talks about it. It's the knowing that cannot really be translated into human words or words of this creation. That knowledge is way more correct and real and transcends time, as it seems, anyhow. And by letting the me, that being the body and the mind, and spirit with it, give itself to the I, God, the soul. What happens is peace enters the mind and body. So the mind and the body is on equal terms here, because they are basically the same. The spirit, after inviting Jesus Christ, turns into these tools that I have created through the Zen Game Manifesto, through the Premium Brave series and the Angel's Ride. Making or creating what seems to be more of a crystal ball inside the mind, where you can create things easily, or actually divert energy and change state at will, which is pretty fucking awesome thing to be able to do. Yeah. So this is I, Martin, saying goodbye.
Yeah, hi boys and girls, this is your American Soul Roman here. So, the subject I'm gonna talk about today is a subject I call, life. So, life is a journey, the destination is the adventure. And since the destination is the adventure, it's a twofold journey, simply. First, you have, before you even know what adventure is gonna be about, that is finding your purpose. Before you have found your purpose, your journey is not gonna mean that much to you, other than basically preparing for it. And then you find your true calling, your purpose, and therefrom the adventure starts, and the journey takes on a new path. And when that happens, also the opposition will come. The opposition being what is oppose your purpose here in life.
And of course, that means you're gonna face some challenges. And these can come in different sizes in terms of organization to authorities and basically nations, and hopefully not the world, because then you're basically ISIS or something like that, and that is not a God's purpose. That's the devil's purpose. Of course, the devil can either how get something in here during your journey before your purpose has been revealed. You can be led astray before you even get to start your true adventure. Or it can happen during the journey, not by either giving up, of course, or you taking actions in a way that taints your purpose or destination. And many times, or hopefully all the times, that's gonna mean that you have gonna have to take some action that is truly only based from a place of evil, simply. And yeah, that was all I wanted to say this time. This is your American Soul Roman saying goodbye. Yo, what up? It's your American Soul Roman here. Today I'm gonna shoot a video about you consciousness, or rather the human consciousness together with the human mind. So human beings are very unique in the terms of we being able to change and reform our reality around us. With the minds of the beings that are the Homo sapiens, consciousness has found a way of rising above reality, and we can build bridges, we can reshape our environment, and basically we can change the world. And that makes us very unique in the position that we can raise above our flesh. We can raise above basically anything that we face in reality. So when you start to look at it, we human beings are more like gods or angels in terms of a dog or a cat or anything else like that. So you need to understand that as you educate yourself more and more and more, your ability to reshape your environment and everything around you increases. Essentially what you are being above this reality as consciousness with this vessel that you have been given from birth. And being that, you need to understand that you inside or whatnot is essentially God, the creator, the maker, the doer. Yeah, anyhow, this is your American Soul Roman bringing you the message saying goodbye.
What up? Martin here from Stockholm. Shooting a blog today about clearing the mind or becoming clear, as Scientologists would say. So, well, I'm going to get right on this. What you need to learn first is the number one rule of the mind, and that rule is there is no rules. Second part is about not monitoring your mind. Simply do not care about what's happening up here. The mind has a tendency to become less active when you give it total free space to do whatever it wants. So just let go of that. Instead use feelings, like get a feel of what's happening
rather what's not happening. And then, after you start to succeed with this, you're going to hit sort of like a road bump where you're going to get the sensation of you want to test, does this work, does this work, and that will actually destroy the process for you, because to be able to test you have to monitor. So you have to go into the mind and see, what does it do? Does it do anything? And once again, you have given power back to the mind instead of you having power over the mind. So what you will start to feel like is, to describe it from a Zen perspective, in the start you might feel a little bit like the leaf in the river, then suddenly you turn into the river. If you listen to Ken Wilber's stuff and Big Mind, it would constitute of being the way rather than following the way. Simply nothing is needed to do anymore. Yeah. After that, if you want to go into state, you can always focus on your hand and your body. And when the time comes, you can feel the energy field and the energy of everything around you. Yeah, nailed it. So, this was all. This is Martin here, drinking some white wine, saying goodbye.